What's up, Pyromaniacs? Pyrostasis here. We are back in the world of FTB, and today we are going to be working on making some stuff in forestry, specifically the biomass lines. Now, we need a couple different tools to do this. We need the fermenter, and I believe the still, I believe, is the other one. I've got my little, yes, fermenter and still. Sorry, had to pull up my webpage. Okay, so to start off with the fermenter, this is the recipe. It's a fairly basic recipe. We have pretty much all of those components. Sturdy machine is basically just made with, well, I guess I can just show you. It's all bronze, and it can use either type of bronze, thankfully. And then you need, where are they? Bronze gears. Bronze gears are wood gears turned into stone, and then you use obviously bronze. And then finally, you just need some glass, and that gives us the fermenter. Now, the fermenter, the way this little monster works, we'll be setting him up over here. You can see it's kind of complicated, but basically what it does is you feed in quote-unquote biomass into it, and said biomass then is fermented, and it makes, what's it called? It makes a specific liquid biomass. There we go. That just sounds dead sexy. It's like, hey baby, I want to play with your liquid biomass. No, I guess that doesn't work. Okay. Now, the issue that we're going to bump into with liquid biomass is you need a lot of excess trees. So we need to make, whoops. Oh, what are they called? I think they're, it's not a forest. I don't think it's a forester. Let me figure that out. Okay, so what we need is something called an arboretum. An arboretum is made with gold, sturdy machine, glass blocks. Now, what this does, and this one's a little bit more complicated too, the arboretum actually plants the trees, but it needs hummus, which is a kind of a mulched type setup. So we need to get some gold bars real quick. So we'll just pull one out. Compared to our EE machine. I only need 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go. Thank you, sir. Back to happily chopping away. Alright. Now that we've got that set up, I think we're going to turn this back on and have it do its thing too. Because we're going to need a lot of EMC for what we're going to be doing here shortly. And I need the coal dust out of there, otherwise it's going to... Well, damn it, Bobby, it's going to mess things up. Shite. Yeah, we'll just... Well, no. You know what? Let's do this. I don't need the diamonds right now, and this is just going to multiply. So that'll be an easy way to go about it. Okay, so we got our macerator running over here. It says 7,500 RPMs, which is apparently machine speak for hauling ass. Can I get just a wood piece, maybe? Would you be so kind as to just give me a damn wood... Oh, a redstone torch. You know, you can read my mind, bro. I love it when my machines read my mind. Alright, we're going to put that there. Pick that up. There we go. So now that will be feeding those up and into our rotary macerator, which is going to just eat those things instantaneously. Okay, so back over here, we've got our 4 gold bars now. I think we've got enough glass. Yes, we do. Now, these are tricky because I'm obviously floating in the sky, number 1. And number 2, they like having their space. So we're going to bring this over here, and we're going to set it up right there. Now, for this to work, you need hummus and tree saplings. We obviously do not have tree saplings at the moment. But that's not really that big a concern because we have a lot of that stuff stored. Now, I kept most of my things, but we did lose a couple pieces of things when the stuff blew up. I may have even lost a few beehives. I really hope I didn't, because that's going to suck if we did. Oh, come on. Give me some trees. Damn it. That's the only thing that really sucks about... having to use EMC this way is it can be a real pain in the ass to try and get... There they are. There we go, there we go, there we go. Actually, that's really all I need, isn't it? Yeah, we'll feed you back in, feed you back in. You can have that too. We'll just get a stack of 64. There we go. Whoops. Now, hummus is going to be a little bit different. The last time I made hummus, I needed to, if I remember right, I needed machine, or not a machine, but I needed raw stuff to make that, and that kind of made things a little tricky. Put you right there for a sec. Good God, that thing is producing like a boss. Okay, we're going to set that here, and we need one more stack of 64. That's quite enough, thank you. All right, and then we'll put you back there. Perfect. All right, so now that we've got our arboretum full of trees, for the most part, I'm actually going to need to grab 3 more. I think it requires... Oh, has it filled up already? Nope. Perfect. It actually requires, I believe, for it to be full before it will function. There we go. So now we need to get hummus made. All right, so the problem that we're going to run into is I do actually have an appetite. Now, I can turn appetite into fertilizer and then use fertilizer to turn it into hummus. But the problem that we're going to run into, at least I believe, is as you can see, hummus doesn't have an EMC value. Neither does compost, neither does fertilizer, and neither does this. So the problem that I've got is while I have it, and it's really nice that I have it, it's a one-time shot, and I need to be very careful with what I do with my one-time shots because Pyro's kind of derpy when it comes to some of this stuff, and it might actually turn out that I might need that quote-unquote one-time shot for something. So I'm going to try and be careful and not burn it yet. So since we're not going to burn it, we're going to have to actually make a tree farm first. And to do that, we need a farm. There's quite a few of these little parties. There we go. So that's just bronze. We can do that, thankfully, relatively easily. Come over here, pull you out. Put some bronze in. Got a nice 64 shot. Thank you, good sir. You go back to making me EMC. All right. So now that we've got bronze, let's go ahead and make our sturdy machine. And then we need our stuff there. And I believe that's it. Yep. That's our farm. Now this thing needs to be a decent size away from the other ones. We're going to bring it and put it right there. That's our farm, and hopefully, really hope that's going to grow. Now the farm, it's going to want its own requirements as well. It's going to need seeds and dirt. So thankfully, I believe I have some seeds. We're going to see if we can get lucky over here so I don't have to EMC it. I'm going to have to EMC it. Damn it. No big deal. All right, so we got dirt. We got our 1 block of dirt. And hopefully, this actually needs some EMC to feed it. There's our seeds. Okay, we got our seeds and we got our dirt. Okay, so we'll put our seeds there. Snap you out, put you back. Let that cycle. There you go. And then we need our dirt. Of course, I just cock blocked the whole shit. There we go. Thank you. And I just realized, yeah, we're going to need a lot more of that. Oh, well, I'm going to let that cycle real quick. Fuck. I've got to stop storing so much shit on me. Okay, so there's dirt. Put that there. There's the seeds. Let's go organize our inventory real fast. There we go. Kind of scary having all of these bags and such. I think I'm gonna have to make alchemical bags because I think that's the second time I've had my shit blow up on me, which is really not good. Kind of makes me an angry panda when that happens. Really angry panda. There we go. Put you back. All right, now everything's working again. Okay, so now that we've got our little farm set up over here, we fill him up there. Boom, 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 boom. Really? You're going to do that to me? Perfect. All right, so we've got it full of both of those things. Now we've got to feed the thing. It's going to want power. Now, we got to be careful. We're going to have another day-night cycle. If you guys remember watching my FTB Let's Play that we did while we were trying to do the ICBM server, which everybody left me on, we were using steam engines, and steam engines work really, really well. The problem with steam engines is you got to be careful because they require a hell of a lot of juice. So we're going to just go with red power engines for now. Number one, they're easier to make. Number two, they don't explode in your face if you screw up, which is the real key. What did I feed into this thing? Good God, no wonder. It's like, what the hell did you try and put inside me, Cletus? To which I vigorously apologized. There we go. Alright. That should be good. Hopefully. Oh, whoops, nope, need that back. It's one of the few things I actually need. Okay, so we're gonna make 2 red power engines. Oh, really? Redstone engines, which are gonna require. That's the hardest recipe that there is. Okay, so we need some iron ingots, and then from there, we need some cobblestone. Oh, come on. What about wool? Show me cobble. No. There we go. Need some cobble. I need some wood. And then we need some redstone. Zip over here and get some redstone real quick. And I think we need the gears as well. Alright. I think I know where these bad guys are. Yep, that's where they're coming from. That is where they've been hiding. Oh, okay, make more sense now. Little bastards. Okay, so to make a piston, and we're gonna want 2 of these, so might as well double up. I think it's this way. It's been a while since I made one. Yep, there we go. There's our 2 pistons. Okay, so we need 2 wooden gears. Thankfully, I have 4. So put that in there. Guess it would just help if I clicked this. Put that there. Pistons here. Now this is really probably going to be kind of low on the power end for this. Hopefully it will be sufficient to get us started at least. Alright, put you here, you there. And we're going to need 1 more redstone. Now this should build itself. And hopefully in such a way that it doesn't nuke anything. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I'm pretty sure it's going to tear into this. I'm going to move this just to be sure. Pretty sure it's going to tear into that, but we'll find out here in a second. So we've got boom and boom. Turn those on, and we're just going to give it a safe distance and see what happens. But that should construct a farm around it. Now, that's going to be nice. You know, it's going to start planting, start doing its stuff. It's going to start slowly working its way up. The problem that I'm going to run into with that is I need a combine. A combine is what actually takes the finalized wheat and harvests it, and that's where the seeds actually come in from. So we're going to need finalized wheat to put into dirt to make mulch, or manure is what I think it's actually called. Not in real life, because you actually need poop to make manure, and there's no poop in the wheat process. If they have, they've somehow managed to convince most of the world to eat poop their whole lives and not call it poop, which would be the greatest scam of all time. Anyways, we need lots of hummus, and hummus is what we'll need for that thing. So we're going to now make a combine. Hopefully. Now this one's going to be expensive, if I remember right, because well, I thought it did. I guess it doesn't. An infernal combine. All right, so this is iron ingots. So this is a pretty simple recipe. All right, cool. All right, so let's we need, actually no, we don't need iron because we got plenty of iron. We need this. There we go. Pop him out. There we go. Beautiful. Oh shit, they're stacking up. How are you stacking up? Why are you not spitting stuff out anymore? What is, oh, no, it's, oh, did it run out of juice? What the hell? We got plenty of juice going. It's not making it to it? I don't understand. That is very odd. Oh, the really odd thing is 600,000 isn't being passed down to this, and I think that's our problem. So I think I've managed to screw that up somehow, which is really weird. So we'll try switching that around. Why is this not working? 600,000 power, right there. There we go. What the hell happened? It's like it updated and just stopped functioning. That's really bizarre. Okay, well, I'm not going to complain. Unfortunately, that's going to really suck until this thing gets caught back up. Oh, well, I can mess with that in a minute. Anyways, back to the combine. So now that we've got enough to make this, which is the cornerstone of all of Forestry's machines. Of course, we're missing freaking... There we go. Oh, outstanding. That's going to be shoving glass out there, isn't it now? Oh, well. Let it have its fun with some glass. Okay. So, we need boom, 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 boom. There we go. Followed by... And now we have our combine. This does not seem to be working very well. There we go. Got that there. And I honestly think these may not be enough juice to make this function, but we'll see. I'm going to give it a little time and see what happens. Worst case scenario, it doesn't function. But with that running, once we get this thing going, and I'm going to try and make a pump. If I can get a pump to work, then we'll just put an infinite water source over there, and we'll be just sucking water straight out of that and do it like we did on the other server. But I was kind of hoping I wouldn't have to mess with that, but we may have to. So I'm going to give this a couple minutes, let that thing juice up, and once it's good and running, then we'll give it a shot and see what happens. Alright, well, I pretty much decided that's not enough juice for it, so we're going to go ahead and make a steam-powered system. For steam-powered system, we need a mining well. Mining well, you turn into a pump. So we need to make this little monstrosity here. And to do that, we need to make some gears. And there we go. There's our iron gear. We need to make an iron pickaxe. And then I think that's about it, right? Yep, that is it. Beautiful. That gives us a mining well, and then we simply need to make the liquid part of it, which is just glass surrounding. There we go. Place that there, and now we have our pump. And pumps are some of the cooler things in the game. They allow you to pump water. And what we'll be doing is setting up, I guess I'm just going to stop this so it doesn't mess with me. But we're going to have to start over here, since this is where we've got a lower elevation. And then from there, we're going to just build underneath this a little bit. Because we're going to need, well, I guess we don't have to necessarily build underneath. We've just got to make it really, really, really tight. So let me get 2 buckets. Actually, let me go rest before the creepers spawn and kill me. Oh, I hear zombies. That's never a good sign. There we go. Oh, son of a bitch. Alright, I don't need the dark room anymore, so we're just going to go ahead and get rid of this before bad things happen to Pyro. Badder things happen to Pyro. No, you little fucker. There we go. Reason I'm doing this is now that I've got the blaze rods over there cycling and the macerator, I can make anything I need with EMC, and I no longer need this little thing over here. So as cool as it is to be able to come in and do that, it takes forever, comparatively. I mean, I'm making hundreds of EMC a second over there. Don't really need to come over here and, you know, do manual labor. This makes me actually have to work. I hate working. Now, the cool thing is, the last little achievement I got gave me cactus. And cactus will allow me to make waterproofing, which is a key part of what we're going to be doing. Place you there. Swap that. There we go. Okay. We need a bucket. So I'm going to put a couple pieces of iron in there. Why don't I just fucking make a bucket? It'll just be easier. There we go. Alright, so we got a bucket. We'll put it in there. Bucket's a little bit more expensive. Basically what I'm wanting to do is replace the bucket with an empty bucket. And that way I can just cycle it. Because you can't really, as far as I know, get rid of the water once it's there without doing it like this. So at least this way I'm destroying the water bucket. Because anywhere else I put it is not really going to be all that convenient. Okay. Okay, so now that we've got that, this is more or less the center. We're going to go ahead and make our 3x3 water right over here. So I'm going to do 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and that should be enough. Hopefully this won't trigger the thing's screw-up mechanism. It needs a certain space to function, and it will... Oh, wow, that was outstanding. There we go. Give me the water bucket. There we are. And we'll put that there. Perfect. Now we've got full setup. Okay. So now that we've gotten that, we need to go up one block. Let's go up one more. And then we're going to put the pump right there. There we go. Bye-bye. Okay, and you'll see that thing's going to deploy. Drop down. Okay, so now we need a steam engine. There we go. Steam engine. Pretty simple stuff and pretty easy. Not too expensive. Okay, and we've got plenty of everything we need except for the wood. So let's put you there. Can we get some more twigs? Thank you very much for your donation. Alright, so that gives us the 2 gears that we need. Turn those into stone gears. That gives us that. Let's see. And then we needed this. Man, no matter how many times I do this recipe, I always, for whatever reason, blank when it comes to... oh, shit. When it comes to making... oh, God. Pistons! There we go. I can't even remember the fucking names. Maybe that's why I can't remember the recipe. That probably has a lot to do with it. Okay, so there we go. We're just going to make one steam engine for now. You have to be careful with these types of engines because unlike the other engines, these can actually explode if they don't, if they stock up on too much power. Okay, so now that we've got this, we're not going to need these 2 engines. So I'm going to pop that off. We're going to switch this one to here. And then we're going to yank that water out. Oh wow, that's a little different. This is an older version of steam engines and stuff, and I'm not really familiar with utilizing this version. So I guess this one just uses actual coal in there to make the steam as opposed to actually having a water tank. Interesting, because I don't think it needs water. All right, well, let me play around with this. This is an older version than what I'm used to. I'm used to the 1.4 version, and this is 1.25. So let me figure out what I'm doing wrong. All right, so I screwed up. I was using coal dust, not coal, which explains why it wasn't working. You can see over there on the right side now, it is producing the area that we need. So I'm going to go ahead and get rid of this. And then I'm going to have to get 3 empty buckets to fix that over there. After I pull a lot of EMC out of here. There we go. Just dump some bronze in. 1, 2. Oh, yeah. Buckets don't stack. There we go. One, 2, 3. And the only thing I can think of is that the the redstone engine just wasn't beefy enough to handle it. So after doing some research, it seems that steam engines, at least in this version, will not overheat either, as long as they don't receive any extra power, like a surplus. So as long as oh, that's not going to work. That's not going to work at all. What the thing over there is trying to do is it's trying to put... Oh my god, it did work. How the hell did that work? There's nothing underneath. Wow, that is freaking cool. That water is floating in the sky. There you go. Now it makes a little bit more sense, I guess. Okay, well, it works. I'm not going to bitch. Anyways, that's going to fill that in over there. I'm going to need to make a couple more steam engines for the next episode and see if we can't kick that up. But we're going to need to use that to more or less fuel this, which we're going to need to fuel this so that we can ferment it in the still and get our challenge completed. So, not nothing like a little complex mathematics. Anyways, that's pretty much it for this episode. Hopefully you guys found it entertaining and you're liking the series. If you do, click the like button. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss out on any of my other videos, tips, tricks, and guides. And I'll catch you guys in the next clip.